Welcome to Starbound, where every star tells a story. What happens when aliens poring over our genetic code discover our latent potential? The aliens get scared, that's what. Make sure to check if you're subscribed today, because if you're not, do it. It's totally free. But now, let's get into the story. It was a year of monumental change for humanity. The Zorathians, renowned for their prowess in xenobiology and genetic engineering, had arrived. Their sleek silver vessel descended from the azure sky, its sleek silhouette a stark contrast to the archaic human aircraft that buzzed around it like curious insects. The Zorathians, bipedal beings with shimmering scales and multifaceted eyes, emerged onto the tarmac. Dr. Thomas Ashton, head of the Terran Xenobiology Institute, extended a hand in greeting. A Zorathian named Xylo clicked its mandibles in a gesture of respect, its translator converting the clicks into a sonorous, "Greetings, Dr. Ashton. We are honored to be here." The Zorathians' arrival had been met with a mixture of awe, apprehension, and hope. The Galactic Federation, a coalition of advanced alien civilizations, had observed humanity for centuries, deeming them too primitive for contact. But humanity's recent technological leaps, particularly in genetic engineering, had piqued their interest. The Zorathians had come to study human evolution. Their state-of-the-art research facilities were quickly established, a gleaming complex of biodomes and laboratories that rose on the outskirts of Geneva. Dr. Ashton and his team worked closely with the Zorathians, their collaboration a dance of curiosity and caution. The humans were eager to learn from the advanced Zorathians, but also wary of their motives. Xylo, the lead Zorathian scientist, was particularly intrigued by the human concept of stress. He observed how humans reacted to various stressors, from minor inconveniences to life-threatening crises. He noted their resilience, their ability to adapt and overcome adversity. This, he believed, was the key to understanding the rapid evolution of the human species. In the state-of-the-art laboratories, the Zorathians meticulously analyzed human DNA, comparing it to the genetic blueprints of thousands of other species in their vast database. As they delved deeper, they began to notice a peculiar pattern, an anomaly that set humans apart. It was a genetic switch, a dormant gene that seemed to activate under extreme stress. This gene, they hypothesized, could be the catalyst for humanity's remarkable adaptability. The breakthrough came unexpectedly. During a routine stress simulation, a human volunteer named Alex was subjected to a series of increasingly intense stimuli. His heart rate soared, his pupils dilated, and his adrenaline levels spiked. Suddenly, the dormant gene in his DNA switched on. It triggered a cascade of genetic changes, enhancing his physical and cognitive abilities to a superhuman level. Alex completed the simulation with ease, his performance far exceeding any previous records. The Zorathians were astounded. They had never witnessed such a rapid and dramatic evolutionary response. They repeated the experiment with other volunteers, and the results were consistent. The human genome, they realized, was not just a blueprint for a single species, but a dynamic, adaptive system capable of extraordinary transformations. Xylo, barely containing his excitement, contacted the Galactic Federation Council. "We have made a remarkable discovery," he reported. "The humans possess a hidden superpower, a genetic catalyst that allows them to evolve at an unprecedented rate." The news sent shockwaves through the Federation. Humanity, once considered a primitive species, was now seen as a potential powerhouse. The Federation Council was divided. Some saw humanity as a valuable asset, a potential ally in the face of growing threats from hostile alien races. Others saw them as a dangerous wildcard, a species with the potential to disrupt the delicate balance of power in the galaxy. The Zorathians on Earth found themselves in a precarious position. They were no longer just scientists, but players in a galactic game of power. Xylo, ever the pragmatist, urged caution. "We must proceed with care," he told his team. "The discovery of the human catalyst could have far-reaching consequences. We must ensure that it is used for the benefit of both humanity and the Federation." The news of the human catalyst sent ripples of shock and awe throughout human society as well. Governments held emergency meetings, scientists debated the ethics of genetic manipulation, and religious leaders questioned the nature of humanity's divine spark. It was a time of profound introspection and existential crisis. Dr. Ashton, now thrust into the global spotlight, became the voice of reason amidst the chaos. He advocated for caution and diplomacy, urging humanity to approach the Federation with an open mind and a firm resolve. "We are not children to be exploited," he declared in a televised address. "We are a species with immense potential, and we will determine our own destiny." The Federation Council sent a delegation to Earth, led by High Counselor Zarthus, a Zarathian known for his sharp intellect and political acumen. Zarthus was a pragmatist, a believer in the Federation's mission to unite and uplift the galaxy's diverse species. He saw humanity's potential, but also recognized the inherent dangers of their rapid evolution. Zarthus met with Dr. Ashton and a select group of human leaders in a tense summit. The atmosphere was charged with suspicion and mistrust, yet both sides recognized the need for cooperation. The Zarathians offered their knowledge and technology, promising to help humanity unlock their full potential. But they also laid down their conditions. "Humanity must join the Federation," Zarthus declared. "You must abide by our laws and contribute to our collective goals. In return, we will share our knowledge and resources and help you navigate the challenges of your evolution." The human leaders were hesitant. Joining the Federation meant surrendering some of their autonomy, becoming part of a vast galactic bureaucracy, but it also offered immense benefits: the chance to learn from advanced civilizations and avoid isolation in a dangerous universe. The decision was not theirs alone to make. The fate of humanity hung in the balance. The ultimatum presented by the Galactic Federation ignited a firestorm of debate and unrest, not just on Earth but across the vast expanse of the Federation itself. Humanity, standing at the precipice of a new era, grappled with a profound identity crisis. For centuries, they had viewed themselves as the sole intelligent species in the universe, masters of their own destiny. Now, faced with the reality of a much larger and more complex galactic community, they were forced to confront their own limitations and vulnerabilities. The debate raged on a global scale, with every media outlet, from traditional news channels to holographic forums, inundated with discussions, debates, and speculation. The voices of the people were amplified through social networks, their hopes, fears, and aspirations coalescing into a cacophony of conflicting opinions. Some saw the Federation's offer as a golden ticket to a brighter future, a chance to transcend their earthly constraints and join the ranks of the galaxy's elite. They envisioned a world where poverty, disease, and war were relics of the past, replaced by technological marvels and interstellar cooperation. Others, however, viewed the Federation with deep suspicion and mistrust. They feared the loss of their cultural identity, their unique traditions and values, in the face of overwhelming alien influence. They worried about becoming mere cogs in a vast galactic machine, their individuality subsumed into a homogeneous collective. They saw the Federation's offer as a gilded cage, a tempting illusion that masked a sinister agenda. The divide within humanity was mirrored within the Galactic Federation itself. The preservationists, led by the austere counselor Vexus, viewed humanity as a volatile element, a potential threat to the stability of the Federation. They pointed to humanity's history of conflict and aggression as evidence of their inherent instability. They argued that integrating such a young and unpredictable species into the Federation would be akin to introducing a rabid animal into a peaceful herd. The expansionists, led by the pragmatic Zarthus, countered with a vision of a more inclusive and dynamic Federation. They saw humanity's potential for growth and adaptation as an invaluable asset, a catalyst for innovation and progress. They believed that with proper guidance and mentorship, humanity could overcome its flaws and become a shining beacon of hope in a galaxy plagued by stagnation and conflict. As the debate raged on, the Zarathians on Earth found themselves in an increasingly precarious position. Their initial mission of scientific discovery had been overshadowed by political intrigue and ideological conflict. They were no longer just observers, but active participants in a drama that could shape the destiny of two civilizations. The weight of the Federation's ultimatum pressed heavily upon humanity. Weeks turned into months filled with heated debates, protests, and diplomatic negotiations. The world watched with bated breath as the human leaders grappled with the most consequential decision in their species' history. Dr. Ashton, exhausted but resolute, emerged as a key figure in the negotiations. His deep understanding of both human and Zarathian biology, coupled with his unwavering belief in humanity's potential, made him a respected voice on both sides. He tirelessly advocated for a compromise, a path that would allow humanity to join the Federation while preserving their autonomy and cultural identity. Finally, after months of intense deliberations, a decision was reached. Humanity would join the Galactic Federation, but not under the terms initially proposed. Instead, they negotiated a unique agreement, one that recognized humanity's special status as a rapidly evolving species. They would be granted a probationary period, during which they would be closely monitored and mentored by the Federation. In return, they would share their knowledge of the human catalyst and contribute to the Federation's scientific and technological advancement. The announcement was met with a mix of relief, jubilation, and apprehension. The world had narrowly avoided a catastrophic conflict, but the path ahead was fraught with uncertainty. Humanity was entering a new era, one filled with both promise and peril. The Zorathians, led by Xylo and Zarthus, played a crucial role in facilitating the agreement. They recognized the value of humanity's unique genetic makeup and saw the potential for a mutually beneficial partnership. They also understood the importance of respecting humanity's autonomy and cultural diversity. As the celebrations died down and the dust settled, a new sense of purpose began to emerge. Humanity, once a solitary species confined to a single planet, was now part of a vast galactic community. They had the opportunity to learn from ancient civilizations, explore new worlds, and unlock the secrets of the universe. But they also had a responsibility to use their newfound knowledge and power wisely, to contribute to the greater good of the galaxy. The discovery of the human catalyst had not only revealed a hidden superpower within the human genome, but also ignited a spark of hope and ambition in the hearts of millions. It was a reminder that humanity, despite its flaws and limitations, possessed an extraordinary capacity for growth, adaptation, and resilience. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear: humanity was no longer alone, and their journey had just begun. With the ink barely dry on the agreement, a new era of scientific collaboration began. Zorathian and human scientists worked side by side, their laboratories abuzz with activity. The Zorathians, with their advanced technology and vast knowledge of genetics, were eager to unlock the secrets of the human catalyst. They marveled at the complexity and adaptability of the human genome, recognizing it as a masterpiece of evolution. The human scientists, in turn, were eager to learn from their alien counterparts. They were particularly interested in the Zorathians' mastery of genetic engineering, a field that had long been shrouded in ethical controversy on Earth. But now, with the potential to enhance humanity's abilities and resilience, the lines between ethics and progress blurred. Dr. Ashton, ever the pragmatist, saw the potential for a revolutionary breakthrough. He proposed a joint research project aimed at understanding and harnessing the human catalyst. The project, dubbed Project New Dawn, would focus on developing safe and ethical methods for activating the dormant gene, with the goal of enhancing humanity's adaptability to a wide range of environmental and social stressors. The project was met with enthusiasm from both sides. The Zorathians saw it as an opportunity to advance their knowledge of xenobiology and potentially develop new genetic therapies for their own species. The human scientists saw it as a chance to unlock their full potential and ensure the survival of their species in a rapidly changing universe. However, not everyone was on board with Project New Dawn. Some human scientists, along with religious leaders and bioethicists, expressed concerns about the potential dangers of genetic manipulation. They feared that tampering with the human genome could have unintended consequences, leading to unforeseen mutations or even the creation of a new subspecies of superhumans. Despite these concerns, Project New Dawn moved forward, albeit with strict ethical guidelines and oversight. The scientists involved were determined to proceed with caution, ensuring that the benefits of the research outweighed the risks. They knew that they were treading on uncharted territory, but the potential rewards were too great to ignore. As Project New Dawn progressed, the Zorathians and human scientists made significant strides in understanding the human catalyst. They identified the specific genetic markers responsible for the activation of the dormant gene and developed sophisticated simulations to predict the potential outcomes of different stress scenarios. However, as with any scientific endeavor, there were unforeseen consequences. During one experiment, a human volunteer named Sarah underwent a stress simulation designed to activate the catalyst. The simulation was successful, but the results were unexpected. Instead of the enhanced physical and cognitive abilities observed in previous experiments, Sarah developed a unique form of telepathy. She could not only read the minds of others, but also project her own thoughts and emotions. creating a powerful empathic connection. The scientists were both excited and alarmed by this development. They had not anticipated the emergence of psionic abilities, and they were unsure of the implications. Was this a rare side effect, or a potential evolutionary path for humanity? Could these abilities be controlled and harnessed for the greater good? While the scientists grappled with these questions, news of Sarah's telepathy leaked to the public, causing a media frenzy. The world was captivated by the idea of a human with superpowers, and speculation ran rampant about the potential of the human catalyst. Some saw Sarah as a harbinger of a new era of human evolution, a testament to the limitless possibilities of the human mind. Others saw her as a freak of nature, a dangerous anomaly that threatened the very fabric of society. Amidst the chaos, an unexpected ally emerged. A group of Zorathian dissidents known as the Empaths contacted Dr. Ashton. They revealed that they too possessed telepathic abilities, a trait that had been suppressed and stigmatized by the ruling Zorathian Council. They saw Sarah as a kindred spirit, a symbol of hope for a future where psionic abilities were embraced and celebrated. The empaths offered their help and expertise, promising to guide Sarah in controlling and harnessing her newfound powers. They also revealed a shocking truth. The Zorathian Council had been manipulating the human catalyst research, suppressing data that could have revealed the potential for psionic abilities. They had feared that such abilities would disrupt the social order and threaten their power. The Zorathian empaths, once relegated to the shadows of their society, now found themselves at the forefront of a burgeoning movement. Their telepathic abilities, once feared and suppressed, became a beacon of hope for a galaxy yearning for connection and understanding. They established academies across the Federation, teaching others how to harness their own latent psionic powers. The once rigid hierarchy of the Federation began to crumble, replaced by a more fluid and interconnected social structure. The Zorathian Council, reeling from the loss of public trust, desperately tried to regain control. They launched a propaganda campaign, painting the empaths as dangerous radicals and Dr. Ashton as a traitor to his species. But their efforts were in vain. The tide had turned, and the people were no longer willing to be silenced or manipulated. Xylo, torn between his loyalty to the Federation and his growing admiration for the empaths, made a difficult decision. He defected from the Council, joining Dr. Ashton and the empaths in their quest for a more equitable and enlightened Federation. His expertise in xenobiology proved invaluable as he helped to refine the techniques for activating and controlling the human catalyst. The discovery of the human catalyst had ignited a chain reaction of events that was transforming the galaxy. It had exposed the flaws and hypocrisies of the Galactic Federation, but it had also unleashed a wave of hope and potential. The human catalyst was not just a genetic quirk, it was a symbol of the resilience and adaptability of life itself. As the Federation grappled with its internal struggles, humanity continued to evolve. The activation of the catalyst gene became more widespread, leading to the emergence of a diverse range of new abilities. Some humans developed enhanced physical strength and endurance, while others manifested telekinetic powers or the ability to manipulate energy. The world was changing, and humanity was changing with it. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear: humanity had found its place in the galaxy. They were no longer just observers, but active participants in a grand cosmic experiment. Their journey had just begun, and the possibilities were limitless. The unprecedented collaboration between the Zorathians and humans, fueled by mutual respect and scientific curiosity, paved the way for astonishing breakthroughs in understanding the catalyst gene. They meticulously mapped its intricacies, identifying the precise genetic markers responsible for its activation and the subsequent cascade of physiological and neurological changes. Through sophisticated computer simulations, they were able to model the potential outcomes of different stress scenarios, predicting with increasing accuracy the types of abilities that might emerge. However, the scientists soon realized that the catalyst gene was not a simple on-off switch. It was a complex and dynamic system, influenced by a multitude of factors, including genetics, environment, and individual psychology. The activation of the gene could lead to a wide range of outcomes, from enhanced physical abilities to psionic powers, depending on the individual's unique genetic makeup and life experiences. This realization brought a new urgency to the scientists' mission. They understood that the uncontrolled activation of the catalyst gene in the general population could have unpredictable and potentially dangerous consequences. They needed to find a way to guide and control the awakening of humanity's hidden potential. Dr. Ashton, ever the visionary, proposed a bold initiative. He envisioned a global program to educate the public about the catalyst gene, its potential benefits, and its inherent risks. He believed that with proper knowledge and preparation, individuals could make informed decisions about whether or not to activate the gene, and if so, how to harness their newfound abilities for the betterment of themselves and society. This initiative, dubbed the Great Awakening, was a massive undertaking. It involved the creation of educational programs, counseling centers, and support networks across the globe. The goal was to empower individuals with knowledge and understanding so they could navigate the complex landscape of genetic awakening with confidence and responsibility. The Great Awakening was met with a mix of excitement, trepidation, and skepticism. Some embraced the opportunity to unlock their hidden potential, while others feared the unknown and resisted change. But as the program gained momentum, a new sense of hope and possibility began to spread. People from all walks of life, from scientists and engineers to artists and athletes, began to experiment with different methods of activating the catalyst gene. Some sought out extreme stress scenarios, while others explored meditation and mindfulness techniques. The results were as diverse as the individuals themselves. Some developed enhanced physical abilities, while others discovered latent psionic powers. The world was witnessing a blossoming of human potential, a renaissance of the human spirit. As the Great Awakening progressed, the Zorathians and human scientists made groundbreaking discoveries about the intricate workings of the catalyst gene. Through meticulous research and sophisticated simulations, they deciphered the complex interplay of genetic markers, environmental factors, and individual psychology that influenced its activation and expression. However, their progress was not without setbacks. A small but significant portion of individuals who underwent catalyst activation experienced adverse effects, ranging from unstable powers to severe mental and emotional distress. These incidents, known as catalyst crises, cast a shadow over the promise of the Great Awakening and raised concerns about the potential dangers of unchecked genetic manipulation. To address this growing crisis, Dr. Ashton and his colleagues, along with a team of Zorathian scientists and experts in psionic abilities, established a new organization, the New Guardians. This international task force, comprised of individuals with exceptional talents and unwavering compassion, was dedicated to identifying and assisting those experiencing catalyst crises. They developed specialized therapies, counseling programs, and support networks to help individuals stabilize their powers, overcome their traumas, and integrate their newfound abilities into their lives. The New Guardians quickly gained recognition for their tireless efforts and unwavering commitment to the well-being of those affected by the catalyst gene. Their holistic approach, combining scientific expertise with empathetic understanding, proved highly effective in mitigating the negative consequences of catalyst crises and fostering a sense of community among the newly awakened. As the New Guardians' reputation grew, they attracted the attention of both governments and corporations, eager to harness the potential of the catalyst gene for their own agendas. However, the New Guardians remained steadfast in their independence, refusing to be swayed by political or economic pressures. They saw themselves as protectors of the newly awakened, not tools of exploitation or control. The rise of the New Guardians marked a crucial turning point in humanity's journey of self-discovery. It signaled a shift from a focus on individual enhancement to a more collective approach, recognizing the importance of community, compassion, and ethical responsibility in navigating the uncharted waters of genetic awakening. The New Guardians embodied these values, serving as a beacon of hope and guidance for a generation of individuals embracing their extraordinary potential. The challenges they faced were immense, but the New Guardians were undeterred. They knew that the path to a brighter future was fraught with obstacles, but they also believed that the power of human connection and compassion could overcome any adversity. As the world grappled with the implications of the catalyst gene, the New Guardians stood as a symbol of hope, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity in the face of unprecedented change. The discovery of the catalyst gene and the subsequent Great Awakening had a profound and lasting impact on both humanity and the Galactic Federation. It shattered the old order, challenged long-held beliefs, and ushered in a new era of cooperation, understanding, and unity. The Federation, once a monolithic entity dominated by a select few, was now a vibrant and diverse community, where all voices were heard and all perspectives valued. The Zorathian empaths, once marginalized and oppressed, had become powerful advocates for change, promoting a more inclusive and compassionate society. Their telepathic abilities, once feared and suppressed, now served as a bridge between species, fostering empathy and understanding. Humanity, once viewed as a primitive and insignificant species, had risen to prominence, their unique genetic potential recognized and celebrated. The Great Awakening had unleashed a wave of innovation and creativity as individuals embraced their newfound abilities and used them to improve their lives and the world around them. The new Guardians, with their unwavering commitment to compassion and ethical responsibility, had become a symbol of hope and inspiration for a generation grappling with the challenges and opportunities of genetic awakening. Their tireless efforts to help those affected by catalyst crises had earned them the respect and admiration of both humans and aliens alike. Dr. Ashton, the visionary leader who had guided humanity through this tumultuous period, was hailed as a hero. His unwavering belief in the potential of both humanity and the Federation had paved the way for a brighter future. His legacy lived on in the countless individuals who had embraced their newfound abilities and used them to make a positive impact on the world. The discovery of the catalyst gene had not only transformed the galaxy, but also redefined the very meaning of what it meant to be human. It had shown that humanity was not defined by its limitations, but by its boundless potential for growth, adaptation, and evolution. The catalyst gene was a reminder that within each individual lay the seeds of greatness, waiting to be awakened by the right combination of challenge and support. As humanity continued to evolve and explore its newfound abilities, it did so with a newfound sense of purpose and responsibility. They were no longer just a species striving for survival, but a beacon of hope in a galaxy yearning for connection and understanding. The catalyst gene had not only unlocked their hidden potential, but also ignited a spark of inspiration that would illuminate the path towards a brighter future for all. Decades turned into centuries, and the ripple effects of the catalyst gene's discovery continued to reverberate across the galaxy. Humanity, once a fledgling member of the Galactic Federation, had blossomed into a vibrant and influential civilization. The once fledgling human settlements on Mars and the moons of Jupiter and Saturn had grown into bustling metropolises, each a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit. The Zorathians, having embraced the lessons of the past, had undergone a cultural renaissance. The empaths, once relegated to the fringes of society, were now revered as wise counselors and spiritual guides. Their telepathic abilities, honed and refined over generations, had become an integral part of Zorathian culture, fostering a deep sense of interconnectedness and empathy. The new Guardians, having evolved far beyond their original mandate of crisis management, had become a global network of mentors, educators, and healers. They provided guidance and support to individuals of all species who were awakening to their latent abilities, ensuring that the catalyst gene was used for the betterment of all sentient beings. Dr. Ashton, now a revered elder statesman, had witnessed the transformation of both humanity and the Galactic Federation. He had seen the best and worst of both species, and he had learned that the true measure of a civilization was not its technological prowess, but its capacity for compassion, cooperation, and growth. He had also seen the emergence of a new generation of leaders, individuals who embodied the values of empathy, inclusivity, and social responsibility. The legacy of the human catalyst lived on, not just in the enhanced abilities of individuals, but in the collective consciousness of a united galaxy. It had shown that evolution was not a linear process, but a complex and dynamic dance between genetics, environment, and individual choice. It had revealed the hidden potential within each sentient being, waiting to be awakened by the right combination of challenge and support. As humanity ventured further into the cosmos, they carried with them the lessons of the catalyst gene. They understood that the true power of the gene lay not in individual enhancement, but in its ability to foster connection, empathy, and cooperation. They knew that the future of the galaxy depended not on competition and conflict, but on collaboration and mutual understanding. The human catalyst had not only unlocked a hidden superpower, but also ignited a spark of inspiration that would continue to illuminate the path towards a brighter future for all. It was a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, a testament to the boundless potential that lay dormant within each and every one of us, waiting to be awakened.